James, on behalf of Friday Night Rewind, we just want to thank you for all the great highlights and memories you've given us the last couple of years. We have an intern named Aaron who's going back to school this week. We want you to meet him. He wants to meet you.
Come here, Aaron. What school he's going to?
Florida.
What? You can get out of here with that. I'm not with that.
Andy, you all right?
Adam, Mr. Knight. It's Adam.
Infinite skills. You needed more, so you came to the source where they stay giving more than a ticker with some scores. Well, who you see when you need that fix? We got preps on lock with that Rewind remix.
Joey, we are 2 days away from really a historic weekend for Hillsborough County football. 3 teams playing for state championships in Class 3A, 4A, and 5A. Let's start with Jefferson against Miami Norland. Dragons, this has been like 3 years in the making. They're undefeated. They're going to see a team with probably more athleticism that they've seen all year. Their defensive backs at Norland are very, very good. How do you see this game going?
Well, I maintain, as a lot of people do, that last week's win against St. Augustine was the biggest hurdle Jefferson will have to clear en route to that elusive first state title. But, as you said, Cody, Miami-Norland is Miami. When you say Miami, you say athleticism, you say speed.
Joey, I think the one big thing that concerns me about Jefferson being in this game, so much pressure, because like I said, this has been building for so long. We're talking 3 years, this is the moment for these kids. I just don't know how they're going to react to it. Norland's younger. I don't think the expectations and the anticipation is there. And that's why I like Norland. I think their defensive backs are going to create a ton of problems for Jefferson. I like Norland 29-23.
You're right in one regard, Cody. Jefferson's going to come out tight. This is the state championship game. It's natural, but at the end of the day, I like Jefferson's receivers more than Norland's defensive backs. I like Jefferson 33-21.
In Class 4A, Armwood is playing Tallahassee Lincoln. This is the one that looks like the mismatch out of the whole group. Lincoln has lost 4 times this year. Armwood's playing very, very good. I mean, that defense and what they did to Dwyer, they gave that one drive at the end of the game, but the defense is absolutely fierce. I don't think Lincoln has the offensive firepower to move the ball on Armwood.
I agree completely. Sean Callahan, the Armwood coach, said Lincoln kind of reminds him of a cross between Tampa Bay Tech and Hillsborough, and the Hawks destroyed both of those teams. Lincoln has a very good back named Buck Allen. They've got a small defensive back named Chris Colston, who had 3 picks in the last game. The reason Lincoln is here is because Gainesville, their semifinal opponent, turned the ball over 8 times, including 3 Chris Colston picks. I don't see lightning striking twice for Lincoln, especially against Armwood. I like Armwood big.
Yeah, I agree. Callahan told his kids on Monday that he thought this team wasn't as good as Dwyer, but they were good enough to beat Armwood if they took them too lightly. I don't think that's going to happen. I like Armwood in this one. I'm going to say 36-0.
I'll say Lincoln will get on the board. I'll say something in the nature of 34-13.
Hey there, it's John Cody. I'm here with Joey Knight. Friday Night Rewind playoff preview, state championship spectacular, and we have secured an exclusive interview with the star of the week. Phillip Ely's back. Is Phillip going to be able to play Friday? Everybody wants to know. No comment? Nothing? Yeah, no comment. Oh, yeah. How's it going? No, we're doing a little thing for the show. In Class 5A, this is, probably the big one. St. Thomas Aquinas might be playing for a national championship. They're ranked number 2 in most polls, and every indication is that they win this game, they're going to move up to number 1. Very, very big game for them, and they've been there so many times before, but this is planned. And, you match them up on paper, it looks like an Aquinas victory.
It really does. Plant's defensive coaches are great at taking an opponent out of what they do best. Well, Aquinas does everything great. That's what makes this so hard. But as I said last week on Friday Night Rewind, I will not bet against Plant again. I believe they're going to run James Wilder 35 to 40 times, keep Aquinas off the field. I believe the defense is going to do just enough, step up just enough to pull off an upset. Like I said last week, I like Plant. I like the Panthers, let's say 31-27.
I hate to do this, and I'm standing on plant turf right now. It's almost unfair, and they always prove me wrong. But I am going to go with, and that's just the way I feel. And it's not that I'm afraid of what the plant players or the coaches might think if I pick against them, because, and that's it. I mean, that's how I feel.
This is Friday Night Rewind.